Hello folks, Rabbi Jacques. I'm here right now in Coba. It's fabulous. It's an ancient Mayan city in the middle of the forest. And today is the first day of Sukkot. And what is fantastic about this city is that only 3% of it has been excavated so far. They are leaving it on purpose, not excavated for future generations. Here we have one of the most famous pyramids. That one obviously is excavated. But here am I, so in the deep of the jungle, in the Yucatan, this Mayan city of Coba. And this was once a thriving center of life. Tens of thousands of people lived here, building temples, markets, and homes. What is striking is that while the great pyramids and stone causeways still stand, most of the ordinary houses, the normal people, the place people where families ate together, laughed together, raised their children, are long gone. They were made of wood and thatched roofs, fragile and temporary. In a way, I guess, the people here in Coba lived in Sukkot. And so do we. Sukkot teaches us to leave behind the illusion of permanence. We step out of our sturdy houses into a frail hut with a leafy roof, open to the wind and rain. Why? To remind us that what endures is not the roof over our heads, but the spirit that fills our lives. The rabbis in the Midrash, in Vaikra Rabbah 30:12, ask, why does the Torah command us to dwell in Sukkot? And they answer, so that your generations will know that I made the Israelite dwelling booth when I brought them out of Egypt. In other words, God wanted us to know that even in our fragility, we are protected. Even in huts of sticks and leaves, God's presence was a shelter. Coba has another lesson to me. The city was famous for its something called sakbob, raised white stone roads stretching for miles. There's like 10 meters long and 100 kilometers, actually 10 meters wide and 100 kilometers long, connecting, for instance, this city with Tulum on the coast. These were not just trade routes, they're also pilgrimage paths, guiding people to sacred sites. Sukkot too is a pilgrimage festival. In ancient times, our ancestors left their homes and journeyed to Jerusalem, carrying offerings to the temple. The roads of Coba reminds us of our own sacred pathways. The Hasidic master Reb Nachman of Bratslav said, the whole world is a very narrow bridge, and the main thing is never to be afraid. Like the white causeways through the jungle, our lives are bridges and pathways. We're always on the way, never fully settled, always walking toward God. And one more connection. The Mayans built their cities in rhythm with the earth, the rains, and the harvest. Curiously enough, even their calendar was like ours, a lunisolar calendar. They lived their lives like ours, depended on the blessings of nature. Sukkot is also called Chag HaAsif, the festival of ingathering, of collecting the harvest. We wave the lulav and the etrog in every direction to say God's presence surrounds us, in the east, the west, the north, the south, above and below. The Kosker Rebbe once asked, where is God? And he answered, God is wherever we let God in. In the Sukkah, which is with its open roof, we quite literally let God in. So what do we take from Coba as we celebrate Sukkot? We learn humility. The mighty city is now ruins. Even our strongest walls are fragile. We learn gratitude. Harvests are gifts, not entitlements. We learn to walk the sacred road, like the Mayan causeways in the pilgrimage journey to Jerusalem. We're called to walk the path of mitzvot, of kindness, justice, and faith. The Sukkah is fragile. The jungle reclaims even the greatest cities. But the road of Torah, like the Sakbe, continues to connect us, generation to generation, heart to heart. And when we walk that road with faith, kindness, and gratitude, we build something that truly lasts forever. Chag Sukkot Sameach.